dispel a myth about day trading and investing that most people, for some reason, they believe it's a scam. And that is not hard to find true, because once you believe in anything, once you use the word belief, it is a myth, it is a lie. We do not know if it exists or if it does. It's a belief. However, I'm here to dispel your belief by things that I know. Because I have spent countless hours looking at charts day in and day out. And I have come to realize that in this space it is possible for you to go from $100 to $1 million to $100 million. The sky is the limit, to be honest, because there's no cap space and cap size within this industry. When you look at the trading space, you realize that the only limit is the person that is trading, or the entity that is trading, whether that is a person, an algorithm, a computer, a bot, whatever you want to call it. However, the potential of what that entity can grasp from within the markets is unlimited, because the markets are ever changing and ever expanding, almost or just like the universe. And the concepts of trading are the same concepts that lie within the threads of time, space, and matter. Now, when you understand this, you begin to realize that there is potential to exploit this the same way as we exploit it today in our lives, by the mechanisms of breathing, walking, running, eating, sleeping, procreating, and so on and so forth. And all we must do is find a way to transmute those same things that you do without thought into trading, and to build the mind that trades regardless of situation, circumstance, and life. Every single day they show up on the charts with consistency, and they come into the market to make money, whether it is a person or an entity. As I said, many people do not believe that it can be done, that you can go from $100 to $1 million. I'm here to show you the math of why that is possible, and why this is the best industry for you to invest your time and energy. Not your money, even though that is what is required. That is the minimum required. The same way as in your life, you're going to have to invest money anyways. You're going to have to invest money to go buy food from the store. You're going to have to invest money to go get the education. You're going to have to invest money just for you to travel from one place to another, because that car needs fuel, or that taxi needs money. So bear with me and just stay and listen to what I have to say. Because either way, whether you're trading or not, consciously realize that you are trading every single day. And that's why I told you that this is the best industry that you can be in, because it lies so closely to your life. It is almost interlinked, and you cannot escape it. The same way that you trade your time and your energy to go to the gym, or the same way that you trade your dollars to get more dollars, which in essence will buy you the things that you desire, the things that you would like to exchange for, which once again you will be trading. And that's why the mind that is needed has to be programmed to be habitual. The same way that you do not have to put conscious effort into eating, or brushing your teeth, or walking, or breathing, sitting, just being a human being. It's the same way that we would like to program the mind to trade. Because once you can program the mind to trade in that way, essentially to be mindful, then it can realize its potential. And that's why, because I've spent so much time sitting in front of charts, learning and learning and learning, I've realized the potential of what the markets hold. Because Forex is but one market, a $6, $7, $8 trillion market. Stocks are but another market. Commodities are but another market. Futures are but another market. And the markets can just keep going on and on and on and on and on, and we can just keep naming them just how we're naming people, and we can just keep adding more and more markets. And that is why I tell you that the potential is ever greater. And if you cannot figure a way for you to find money within these infinite dollar markets, then you, my friend, should listen to this video. Because there is a way, and it can be done. And the way that we do it is by being smart. Because I heard YouTubers saying, no, you should make money first, doing whatever you're doing in your life, and then you start trading and investing. And that is a mistake. That is a tragedy, because you have just stunted your potential, young man. And the most and best thing that you can do for yourself right now is to become a trader and investor. That's the best thing at whatever age you are. I don't care if you're 8 years old. Because for you to ingrain these things within yourself, so that you do them automatically and they just become a part of your life, and you do not feel the stress and the burden that comes with this endeavor, because it is a very high stress and high impact endeavor. Just like those who go down into the depths of the earth to go and mine and extract gold. However, in this case, the gold is infinite, because the gold is being created by people's imagination. People's imaginations are the ones that are creating this gold. And that is why it is an infinite market. And the money can never stop flowing, because the imagination will never stop as long as they're people. And people's minds are running 24/7. That's why when you see a market like the Forex market or the crypto market, what is happening? They are open 24/7. They do not close. Well, the Forex market closes over the weekend. The crypto market does not close. If the Forex market wanted to be open all the time, it could be open all the time. And with that being said, you need to understand, when I come to you with this message that is going to take you to heights that you could never imagine, my G, that you can become one of the most powerful people in the world with this knowledge if you manage to crack the code, just like those who cracked Enigma. And if you can crack the code every single day, all of a sudden, the potential for your life, because we have not lived it, so we do not know how things are going to turn out in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. However, because you've gone into an infinite market and figured out a way to extract money, the potential for your life is going to be ever flowing and everlasting, and you're going to outcompete and outbest every single person on the planet, because you're going straight to the source of capital, straight to the source of money, where it all comes from, and it comes from people's minds. Think of it like being an inception, and you are going into their heads and you're extracting their dreams, their plans, their strategies. And therefore, because you have those dreams, plans, and strategies extracted from their minds, When they go out and actually execute them, you can make a bet on it and say, I think that this is going to go from $1 to $5. Why? Because you went into their mind and you extracted that information that they were planning to ramp up their production line and do this and to do that and to do that. And they did it. And this time, the bet paid off. And because of that bet, this is where now you have to be smart. This is where you now have to think, because anyone can make a bet and get it right. But this is where you need to understand something called risk to reward. The risk to reward ratio, the thing that you see when you're betting and it says these are your odds, that is where the money is going to be made. Because once you go for the crazy odds, and why I'll say that trading is different from gambling, better than gambling, is because all of this can be planned. All of this can be planned, done with strategy, and you are given less parameters of error. However, once you figure out a way to engage in that risk to reward ratio, the odds, that is where the money will be made. And the way that you do that is by abandoning your limiting beliefs of thinking that things are not possible and miracles do not happen and crazy things do not happen. Crazy things happen every single day, brother. Once you abandon those limiting beliefs, you go for the game that requires you, or the bet that requires you to put the least amount of money in and get the most amount of money out. And just like that, if that one bet pays off, you've taken a very small amount into a very large amount where the gains do not even make sense anymore because the odds were so stacked against you. However, because of the knowledge that you had, the same way that those in Enigma, the odds were stacked against them, but because of the knowledge that they had and the skill that they managed to put into it, they were able to crack the code. So when you look at this, and why people say that trading is a scam and this and that, I'm here to prove it to you that when you look at the industry, the market, business, we have to look at something called human capital. And human capital can only go so far. So we'll have one CEO, and I'm going to draw all this down, one CEO, and then we have one trader. We'll give the trader some eyes, and then we have one trader. So what happens is we have one CEO and we have one trader. That CEO is gonna hire 5 people because he needs human capital. Like, the people are the ones actually doing the work. He's the one just basically managing it all. He's the brains. However, the humans have to actually guard and put their time and their energy into all of these things, into the things that he's not willing to put the time and energy into doing the things that probably he should not be putting the time and energy into because it's unproductive. It doesn't make him any money. This is the CEO. So he's gonna hire his 5 employees. This isn't we'll just say this is a $10,000 company when we look at valuation versus someone who has 10,000 in their trading account. Okay, so I'm drawing it all right here. So we're gonna look at someone who has a $10,000 company. They have a shoe print company or whatever, and then we have a guy with 10,000 and he's a day trader and he's solopreneur, literally. This guy is gonna have to hire 5 people to come and do the resource, labor and capital, unless he's gonna do it himself. However, if he does it himself, it's also gonna come at a cost. Hires his 5 people, and those 5 people bring in each different amount each month, but they bring in, let's just say, $2,500 on average a month. However, he has to pay them $1,000 a month. So he has to pay these 5 people $1,000 a month. So at the end of it all, in his company that's valued at, and this is a successful CEO, at the company that's valued at 10,000, he pays his employees 5,000 because they're 5 people. 5 people times 1,000, and his expenses are 12,500. So he walks away with about 10,000. However, from that 10,000, the business is now gonna have expenses. They're gonna need a shoe print machine. They're gonna need a factory plant. They're gonna incur many expenses along the way, some expected, others unexpected. As opposed to now the trader who hires. This is where the trader is smarter than everyone else. He is not hiring people, he is hiring money. So with this 10,000, he can make, and if we're risking his account at 1% with this 10,000, he can make about 100 trades. Meaning that he can essentially send out $100 warriors to go and fight his battles as he sits at the table, orchestrating, planning, strategizing, essentially sending them to where they're going to go to be profitable. Where they're going to go to make money.